Lovelians, it's Nico. It is Monday, and as I am trying to do this month, for this year, and for every other year after, to do my weekly Elvenspun update, at least my goal is to try to tape it, to make this little video before live chat every Monday. So, or right after live chat, depending on how early or late I wake up. So this week, yes, this is a unicorn wish bottle, just in case it bothers anybody. I'm very sorry. Margie, this is actually yours, so I don't forget it. Stop. I'll stop shaking in a minute. So this week is the week of customs. I will be doing a little release on Friday. It will be unicorns. It'll be, sun-washed unicorn horns. That is the theme. I have previously shared, and I don't know where they are right this second, so I'm not pulling them out. The scrap unicorn horns I made. They are beautiful. They actually look like they've been left out in the sun, and the colors were just faded, sun-bleached, really pretty. And each of them is going to get like a little special dangly bead charm thing, that technical terms. And yes, that is just a little mini unicorn horn release, nothing very big, but they're really pretty, and it was what I made for January's unicorn horns. So, week of customs, I have a Legend of Zelda custom to do. I have 2 Fruits Basket Zodiac Animal Chibi customs to do. So it's 3 so far. So I have an Ages horse Easy to do. She got a sponsor, and what I do with Ages is when the horses get sponsored, I make that horse that is sponsored, and the horse is sent to the sponsor now from me. Usually I like last year, the last 4 years, I've been sending a giant herd of horses to Ages, but right now they're doing it as an on-demand basis, and the horses will be sent directly to the sponsor. So that's 4 customs so far. I have 2 birthstone unicorn horns to do. I was going to try to change up the way I do my birthstone unicorn horns on Etsy, but thinking about it the past couple of days, I might just keep them the way I do them because they are different than my normal unicorn horns, and I think I might keep them that way. I may play with unicorn horn birthstone charms this year, on and off. We'll see what happens. But right now, I have those 2 birthstone unicorn horns. So that's 4, 5? We're up to 5. Zelda, Fruits Basket, Ages, birthstone unicorn horns. May have missed one, don't know. But I do have a couple of other smaller things to do. I have 1 custom to finish up that has been made. Thank you, Stacy. If you're watching this, sweetheart, my Stacy lady girl, you have an amazing brain, and you have the patience of an angel. She's the one I'm doing birthstone unicorn horns for. She loves me making ornaments, and I really appreciate making ornaments for her. This is one of her ornaments that she had requested. It is a Mardi Gras themed unicorn. She has gold glitter hooves to match her gold glitter horn, and a gold base mask. And the colors that she wanted was green and purple with feathers, and then some purple color roses. And this horse will be getting, this unicorn, I know what I'm talking about, will be getting some beads to go around her neck. I already made the little tiny necklace hole right there, so it goes around perfectly. This one isn't really done. She's glazed. I just have to add the beads to her. She has a custom chibi horse ornament that just needs her markings on, and then the 2 unicorn horns. So that custom's being finished up. I have Patreon December items to finish up. I had to order more glitter red clay because apparently I ran out of my glitter red clay because I used a lot of it. It's so pretty. For December Patreons, And now that I am doing the Patreon items per that month, because before, just the way the payout system was and the way I read it when I set up Patreon, it's a big hullabaloo, and just the way my brain worked. The way Patreon is set up is that it will charge money technically for the month before pledge, so it starts doing its its money rotation on the 1st if you've pledged before the 1st. So that means, like, say for December, you pledge sometime in November. Well, all of that pledge gets processed in December starting on the 1st. And I was doing my Patreon items for that month before. So before December's items, when that payout pledge came, I would ship November's items. So November for December. Whatever, I changed that because it's confusing for me to try to explain to people, even though it works in my brain, and I want you guys to get your items during that month. Even if it is the last week of that month, I want you guys to get your items that month for that month. So, anybody who pledges for December, in December, your stuff got processed in January, so you automatically will be getting January stuff. So, technically, people, my Patreons, you lovely elflings got a free month somewhere. It doesn't matter, because I am on a on-month basis for Patreon now. That is the plan. That is my goal. I did hit a $100 goal in Patreon per month pledge. It has since gone down, which is fine, because life happens. I understand. And those people, my beautiful elflings, you guys contact me, so I know what's going on. It's alright, and I appreciate the contact. But one of my unlockable goals was that $100 mark, and you guys will be getting a special surprise that I have sitting, like, down there. I just have to put the finishing touches on it and glaze them. And everybody that is a Patreon during that $100 couple months I had the $100 pledge will be getting the special items. I ran out of breath. Oh my gosh. Okay. So those are there. The November and December items are going to be shipped together for Patreon, just because I had to order more of the clay. And January's items will be sent for Patreon at the very latest the end of the month. But my goal is to have Patreon stuff done this week during the custom week that I'm having, because I consider my beautiful Patreon pledges to be custom orders. So that is that is my week in a nutshell. I will be doing live chat in just a little bit, but by the time you guys see this, live chat will already be over, since my goal is to try to record this before live chat. Yes, that is, I think that is this week in a nutshell. Oh, one thing I did forget. I was a derp-to-der and totally forgot to do unicorn horns for the fruits series. So I'm going to be making, or have already made, because I'll have already done this by the time this gets watched, cranberry theme and orange theme unicorn horns during live chat today. So you can always watch my live chats after they've been broadcast live if you want. Usually it runs about an hour, sometimes 2 hours. Every once in a while we go 2.5 hours. It depends on how hungry I get after that hour mark. I do eat breakfast at like 4 or 5 p.m. because I wake up at like 3 or 4 and I eat breakfast, but talking and creating stuff kind of makes me hungry. So it just depends on how hungry I get, or if my husband has a day off. Unfortunately, he does not today. Next week he will. But he knows I go live on Mondays, so we are trying to plan around live chat, which is wonderful. So that is it. I am going to be making up those fruit unicorn horns. I already have cute ideas for them. It's very hard not to make them right now, because I want to make them right now. But I'll be finishing up that $100 unlockable item that was unlocked for Patreon. And if I reach that mark again, I will be... If I have new Patreons that help me hit that $100 mark. Again, those new Patreons will also be getting this unlockable item. There. I hope that makes sense. It kind of makes sense in my brain. But they're really, really cute. I love them. And I really like the way they turned out. Like, really. So, I love you guys. I am going to set up for live chat. And I will do another weekly update next Monday. Thank you, Elfleans. I love you. Bye. Mwah.